Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Wednesday, November 29th, 2023. This is my daily vlog, my daily stand-up, where I am reporting and documenting my progress of trying to make content creation a full-time thing. Well, it's already full-time, a full-time, indefinite thing. And I report to you how things are going and keep myself accountable. So, let's start with yesterday. So yesterday was podcast editing day. Where many of you joined me over on Twitch, where we got the next episode of the podcast from the raw state to the ready to publish state. It was a kind of a longish episode. It was like an hour 10 was the recording, but we got it all done by just after noon. And those of you that popped in to say hello, thank you. Those of you that renewed your Twitch Prime sub, thank you so much for that. Those really add up, and it's really heartening to see people pop in. Even if that's all they have time to do, they'll make time for that, which is really kind. So thank you for that. After lunch, I came back, and you'll remember, look, I need to get after these advent calendar things. So if you're just catching up with this really quickly, my goal is I'm making a small video, not a short, but a long form, normal, horizontal, regular video, one per day. Every day for the month of December. Now they're short and they're showing a single item from my collection each day. Anyway, it starts Friday. December 1st is Friday. It's this advent calendar, one per day, like open those little boxes, right? So I knew I had to get after it. Monday I shot all the stand-ups, all the me standing on camera and saying blah, 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 good morning thing. And then, but I had then, that was, considering, that's the easy part really, because that was standing in the same place, saying 24 different things. This, however, is going to fetch the items. Some of them are on the shelf behind me. Some of them are in the attic. Some of them are hanging on a wall. So we got to bring them in here on the table, shoot them for a couple of minutes, talk about them, get some close-ups, all those things, and then edit them together. So yesterday, I shot the first 5 items, and I edited the first 4. So I'm good through Monday. This will begin now. So now there's no stopping this train. So good progress yesterday. I got a lot of those literally fully in the can. Like if you look in my my management studio for YouTube, there are 4 of these videos stacked up ready to release on the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th already. So got to get some more of that done, but the pressure's off to get it done this week. I would like to get at least, I don't know, before the end of the week, I would like to get at least like up to number 10 or so, which will get me through mid next week. So is that right? First through it'll actually get me to next Friday. So if I get 10 of them done, I think I'll be in really good shape. But I've got 4 finished. Gonna keep working on it. So it's gonna happen. So that's good. Let's talk about stats. I've been looking at 7-day averages lately. It's better than just looking at how was yesterday's views. I mean, I still look at the dailies. Yesterday was down a little bit, but it keeps us at the same, like 12,000 per day average views across the channel wide. Subs were down a tiny bit, 54 per day, still above my 50 per day metric, but that did get us to our next small milestone, which is now 41,500 and a quarter or so, last time I looked. So halfway to 42,000 now. We're chugging along every day. So let's talk about today then, what I'm doing today. Today, twofold that I want to get done. First, I'm going to complete all of the podcast publishing, so that's ready for Thursday. Very minor, might take me half hour or so. And then, because I'm now caught up, the advent calendar is no longer pressure on my back. I'm going to go ahead and edit that last one, the 5th one that I have. And then I'm going to work on a long form video. I'd like to get one more long form video out this week. Man, I guess would it come out on Thursday? That's tomorrow. That'd be tough. I guess maybe I'll get one out for Friday or Saturday, but I haven't gotten another long form out. I got one on Saturday, and then I'm working on the Advent, so I don't have another long form in the chamber, but I have one ready with all the research done that I could start putting together, and it'll be comparable to one I've done a few weeks ago. Look at like the sub $10 cartridges for the 2600 plus, which that research George had already done. We have it in the chamber ready to go, so I might try to get that one done before the end of the week. But to do that, I have to do a little writing and some capture and stuff. So those are my 2 key focuses today that I want to try to accomplish. And if I can, shoot some more of that Advent stuff, because I'd like to get up to 10 of them. So it depends just where I'm at. What I tend to do is, if I'm getting like I'm losing focus with one thing or getting bored with that, I'll shift to do another thing. Like it all has to be done. It's just a matter of which thing I'm doing right now, and it keeps it fresh a little bit. So before I go, I want to talk a little bit about, I've been thinking about, as much as I really like the idea of this December Advent calendar video a day thing, it's definitely a risk. Now, Pac-Man as a topic is not a risk. That's right in our audience's interest zone. But the challenge is to stay with the spirit of an Advent calendar. The thumbnail can't tell you what's in the video, which, as we've talked about before, that's the thumbnail's job, to tell you what to expect in the video. But the whole idea of an Advent calendar is that it's a surprise. So this is definitely a risk. Like I want people to know what it is, but I also don't want them to know until they click on the video. So this is a double-edged sword, right? Like I don't expect the first or second or third of these to do great. For this experiment to do well, what's got to happen is return visitors, people who watch one of them and liked it enough that they're willing to go, oh, cute, I'll watch another little 2-minute video tomorrow, because they're low investment, right? You don't have to spend much time. I think they're all right at 2 minutes. The first one might be 3, just because I explained the concept before I start. But the problem is, like, for recommendation engine, it's tough. Now, luckily, there'll be 24 of them flooding the internet, but it's going to take return viewers, it's going to take curiosity, and it's going to take word of mouth to trap people into seeing these regularly, because what they're not going to see is a thumbnail with the thing in it on the thumbnail. And that's the thing that typically gets people to click in the first place. And so this is a different kind of process. You know, historically, you always put the thing. You remember when we did the I'm going to turn around and grab something off my shelf videos? We did some of those. But you have to put that on the thumbnail so you know what it is and there's no surprise, right? So in order for this to pay off, and I know it's a risk, and I know it bucks the trend a bit, and so look, we'll all find out. When we talk on Monday, we'll have had 4 of them out by then, because they're releasing effectively overnight. I think 4 a.m. Eastern time, so 1 a.m. Pacific. So the idea is, when you wake up in the morning, if you check the internet, if you go to YouTube, here's the first thing. And I want you to get in that pattern each day. That's my hope. That's why I'm dropping them super early. So all day you won't miss them. So we'll see. Again, we talked, I think it was earlier in the week, about trying a little bit of experimentation and going outside of your comfort zone. Luckily, this is not a substitute for regular work. I'll be doing that too. But anyway, the excitement of discovery, we'll all find out together. Okay, let me go ahead and get busy today. I want to thank you for stopping in to check out today's vlog if you did. If you're here every day, you know that I love you for that. Thank you so much for being here regularly and taking a little bit of time with me each day. Please do something good for yourself today if you can, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.